Rock on. Hey there, Panda Pals. It is PandaGirl246 here, and I don't know. I am extremely hot right now. It is extremely hot in my house, and so I am wearing a Pentatonics t-shirt. I am not sponsored by them. Me and my boyfriend went a few years ago for a trip, and, well, they were in Columbus, so we went to Columbus and saw them, which was about a 2-hour drive. So, yeah, but it was a cool trip, and they were good, and I wasn't, he's gonna get mad at me for saying this, but I wasn't the actual fan of Pentatonics. He was. Sorry if there's background noise. Like I said, it's really hot, so I have my fan, like, pointed on me and blowing air into my face, so, and that noise was me sliding my feet against the floor because I've been sitting here for a few minutes. I just tried to record a video, and I started crying, and I didn't like the way that it went, so I kind of just restarted. I don't like doing that because I want you guys to see everything, like my flaws and stuff, but I see that I'm human, but at the same time, I don't want to put a bunch on you guys. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense. For me, when I used to get on YouTube when I was a kid, and it seemed like this ended like forever ago, but back in like 2014, which was only 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago. Sorry. Anyway, sorry guys, cough it. 4 years ago was the best YouTube. I swear, 2014 was awesome for YouTube. 14 and 16, I thought were okay. And all of a sudden, 2017 hit, and please don't sue me, but my digital escape broke up, and then Jacksepticeye stopped posting so many videos and started getting upset. And Markiplier quit posting so many videos, and like everybody just quit posting videos. And then YouTube changed their algorithm this year, like the last 2 years, like 2017, 2018, all of this time, YouTube's changed their algorithm, and you have no idea how many YouTubers I have watched, like, their videos are like, can I do this anymore, because of the fact that their views have gone down, their subscriber count has gone down, so, and, like, their videos aren't showing up, they're not making the money that they need to be able to support themselves to keep this as a career. So even though that I know all of that, I am still going to try with YouTube, so please don't hate me. I love you guys. It's just, you gotta change some things. I am a firm believer in what is not broken, don't try to fix it. Because if something works, why are you trying to change it? I don't get it. I keep getting lower and lower, so I'm going to try to... that was way too low. Whew. Okay. I just don't get why you'd want to change something if it's not broken. Like, take my phone. My phone, I have dropped it. I have run over it with my car. I have done everything to this phone. And the worst thing that does not work on it is the front camera doesn't work anymore. Still turns on. It's a picture of my dog. It still turns on. It still works. I can still get on all of my apps. I still get text messages. I still get calls. It works. My hair is not. So that's why I keep trying to fix it. But yeah, I don't get, if it's not broke, don't try to fix it. And I've said that probably about 7 times. Like, put a counter up over here to tell me how many times I have said. Anywho. But yeah, so, I don't know. My whole thing with YouTube that I don't think that they really understand or realize that this has happened. I don't know if it is actually what happened, but it's just what I noticed. Twitch.tv randomly popped up right after YouTube changed their algorithm and were screwing over the rest of their YouTube creators. Coincidence? Changed the algorithm on everything and they lost all their YouTubers, and when they do that, they're gonna lose their money. Like, they don't understand that their YouTube creators are worth giving them the ability to have that ad revenue. Because if nobody's posting videos, then nobody's like gonna get added, and nobody is going to see those ads because people aren't gonna want to go to YouTube to watch videos. People started going to Patreon. People instantly started going to Twitch, and then all of a sudden, because of all of the stuff that they were getting from Twitch, instead of going back and fixing that algorithm, they created YouTube Gaming, where you can now subscribe and join a membership for each YouTuber. And that to me is just a little bit insane. Everything is too money driven. Like, can we quit having to pay for everything? Because there's some kids out there, like, I'm one of those. I am one of those people. I'm an adult, but I'm still considering, like, I'm not an adult, like, age-wise, I'm considered an adult because I'm almost 20 years old, but I do not consider myself to be an adult. And it's confusing to me as to why, instead of going back and fixing what you just messed up, they just added stuff where you have to pay for more. And there are children out there that can't get money from mommy and daddy to be able to pay for this stuff. And they're like, I don't know, the reason in my mind they changed everything because they started demonetizing a lot of stuff. And a lot of YouTubers have been getting this for years. Parents anymore don't want to parent their actual kids. And I don't understand why. Like, I don't get it. Jacksepticeye said this, Ryan Reynolds got on there when he made the Deadpool movie and said it. 5-year-old little Timmy does not need to be watching their videos. And they don't ask them to watch that video. That's not what their viewer whatever is for. Their content is created for like teenagers and adults. That's what they have said. But then, like, I keep saying Jacksepticeye. I watch him a lot. I watch him, Markiplier, Patrick Static, Lord Minion 777, JPW03, Muscurium. I still have a terrible time saying his name. I know that that's not right. But I watch a lot of gaming YouTubers, like mostly the basics. I watch a little bit of PewDiePie, stuff like that. Matt Shea, and then Arglefump, the Nancy Drew dude. But I've watched him for years, so that's the only reason why I add him in there. But people get on all of these YouTubers, and they comment, and they're like, my son watches your videos. Can you quit cussing? Can you quit doing this? Can you quit doing that? And then, like, that's penalizing the YouTubers. And then YouTube gets on there. And I'm sure that the parents, after the YouTubers said, no, I'm not going to quit that, parent your kid, like, make them quit watching my video. Tell them they're not allowed to watch it and actually monitor what they're doing. The parents probably, because of that, went to YouTube, emailed them, and said, there's too much cussing on YouTube. Can you change that so my 5-year-old can watch it? You just screwed YouTube over for a lot of other people doing that. But you know, we live in a world right now where everything is evolving, and we need to keep an open mind about things, and all of this and that and all this other crap. No. We really don't. The world was fine 2 years ago. Didn't have all this crap. And I feel like I shouldn't get into this right now because whatever. I am perfectly fine and open with the LGBT community. Do what you want. I don't care. Just don't come pressure me about it. Like, I'm saying, if a lesbian walks up to me or a gay guy, like, I have family that are gay and they're lesbians. I'm perfectly fine with them. I have friends that are like that. Don't care. It's when they walk up to me, like, I'm not saying my family and my friends and everything, I'm saying other people. It's when they walk up to me and they ask me out, like a girl. If a girl walked up to me and asked me out, I'd respectfully say no, because I have a boyfriend, but I'd also say no because of the fact that she's female. I'm fine with you being a lesbian, but I'm not fine with dating a girl. But if she got mad at me and started insulting me and telling me the reason why I don't like her is because I'm homophobic and all this other crap, I will probably look at her and go, yes. Because that just ticks me off. When people say that or they throw the black card, I can't stand those types of people. So get mad at me if you want in the comments below, but I can't stand those types of people. I had a guy message me over Facebook and ask me out, and he was black, and I told him, I said no, I'm probably going to get backlash for using the term black, okay? He was of a different color. If you want to be technical, he was black. And I have nothing wrong with that. The rest of my family, yes, they might have an issue with it. I don't. I'm fine with pretty much any type of person. But he messaged me and he says, I like you. And I said, thank you for the compliment. And I left it at that. And he says, I want to date you. And I said, no, I don't. I'm not looking for a relationship right now. No, thank you. And he goes back, because I'm black, with an angry face, with an angry emoji. So I straight texted him back, yes, because of that. Right there. You just pulled that card. I'm not dating you. Because if you give in to that, like, okay, say a guy walks up to you and says, why? Because I'm black? And then the girl instantly gives in, or guy, gives in and says, yes, I'll date you for that. My morals, like, that's the other thing. People keep going around and having sex with everybody and wondering where all of these different diseases are coming from and why they have so many issues and why they can't find a good relationship partner. 'Cause you're giving out to everyone. Quit. Like, you're supposed to be a wrapped up little present for your significant other. You're supposed to be happy and be proud of that. You don't need to be going out and having sex with everybody. Because it is just going to make you a little hoe. And everyone wants to sit there and go, well, hoe's a good term. Slut's a... Like, Nicki Minaj made that song about being a sexy female... Or, I can't even remember the words for it. But, bringing back the word slut and saying that it's a compliment. And that being a hoe is a good... No, it's not. It's really not. Again, when I was in high school and when I was in middle school... Being a hoe was not a good thing. Having drama was not a good thing. And I don't know what's happened in the last 2 years to make that normal. But can we please go back to 2 years ago where it was a bad thing and everyone wasn't bringing it up? Because that's just stupid. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I digress. But... if they walk up to you and they say, why, because I'm black, or why, because I'm gay, you're a homophobe, you're this, you're that, and you give into it, when they ask you, can we have sex, and you say no to that because you want to save yourself, or you just don't want to have sex with them right now, they're going to pull that card again, and you're going to have to give into it. Or else you're going to have to, because you're too afraid that they're going to go run their mouth and tell everyone this crap about you. It's like, for me, I don't care. I'll straight tell them yes, because you just pulled that card. If you want to come at me with a little bit more respect and you want to talk to me in a respectful manner and not sit there and insult me like that, then yes, I will talk to you. No, you should be able to say no. And that should be the end of it. And then say, yeah, sorry, I don't like you like that. That should be it shouldn't be an automatic insult of why, because I'm this or why, because I'm that. It shouldn't, that's not cool. Like, why is that a thing right now? I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe it's like everyone says I'm in the millennial era, but then I have other people tell me that I was born in the wrong generation. Which sometimes it feels like that because I've been told since I was 5 years old that I'm more mature than the rest of my peers. Which is sad. Like, extremely sad. But this is kind of just a ranting video on things that are making me a little bit angry right now. But, yeah, no, I'm completely fine with LGBT. I think that it's whatever. I was friends with a lot of druggies in high school, but I wasn't a druggie myself. Alcoholism, people that don't understand alcoholics are just stupid, in my opinion. Like, I watch some YouTubers, and they're girls, right? Like, we're supposed to be all big and bad right now. Like, there's all these the Me Too movement is stupid to me, and I will say that, and everyone can sit there and backlash me and say that you're not a true female because you're mad at the Me Too movement. Like, stop. Just stop. Because I'm going to tell you why. In this video, I'm going to tell you why it's stupid. And I'm going to get a lot of crap for it. But they go to a bar. People drink. And sometimes, if you're not around people that drink, you're not going to understand this. But when people drink, they get stupid. Like, extremely stupid. And girls do this too. Girls get drunk and they get stupid too. But because we're female, no one gets in trouble for that. Because you have not heard one guy step up in this whole Me Too movement and say, a girl raped me. Just throwing that out there. You have not heard one guy. It's all these girls coming up and saying, this guy hurt me 30 some years ago. No guys. Where's the guys? Because I know guys get raped too. Anywho. Sorry. I get very ragey when this conversation comes up because it just frustrates me so bad. Anyway. What was I talking about? I lost it. I lost what I was talking about because I was angry. Bars. That's what I was talking about. Okay. So all these girls that I watch, these YouTubers, they sit there and they say they have anxiety. Okay. I have a little bit of it too. Completely understand. But they say that this guy, who's drunk, clearly intoxicated, you can tell, you're at a bar, everyone's there to drink, they're all having a good time. But a guy comes up and says, hey baby, and she got offended. She got irritated. She got mad because of the fact that this guy came up and said, hey baby. She's like, I'm not your baby, please don't call me that. That should be the end of it. But because of the fact the guy's drunk and he's not thinking clearly, he kept pushing. And she kept getting mad. She ended up having an anxiety attack and she had to go home. And then she made a video about it and posted it on YouTube. And I watched it. And the whole time I'm sitting there thinking they were drunk. The guy was drunk. Like, do you not understand that? You're going to sit there and you're going to penalize somebody who's intoxicated when alcohol messes with your mind. Like, it shuts down parts of your brain to make you not think clearly. Because it is alcohol that you're putting into your system. It's poison that you're putting into your system. And your body has to reject it the next morning. Or night, depending on how much you drink. That's literally what it is doing to you. And don't sit there and tell me that I don't know about alcohol, because I had an alcoholic uncle that got in a car crash and almost died. And he's been in AA meetings and everything else, and now he's a sponsor. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to alcohol. Most of my family are alcoholics. I have to watch myself when I turn 21, because I've even told my boyfriend, I said most of my family's an alcoholic, and I don't want to get stuck at alcoholism. So everyone tells me, well, don't drink. But then other people are like, well, no, you should drink some. So I want to be able to drink a little bit, but I told my boyfriend, I said, if I start getting too crazy, I want you to moderate me. I want you to give me like one glass of wine a night and tell me that's it, and then lock the cabinet and take the key somewhere where I don't know. I said, do that. I don't care. Put it in a safe where I don't know the combination, something. If I get too crazy, if I get out of control and I can't handle myself. But that's what alcohol does to you. And people are saying to me like they don't understand that. Because a lot of girls with this whole Me Too movement, they're like, well, this person, like if the person drugged you, I understand that. But the thing that ticks me off the most is these women that are coming up saying, they hurt me 30 some years ago. 30 years ago. And I've been scared for my life for those 30 years that they were going to do something like that again to me. But now I have the confidence to let it out. $30 years. Have you heard anything from them? Have they tried to contact you in those 30 years? Have they actually hurt you again in those 30 years? I don't get it. They haven't tried to contact you. They haven't hurt you again. Yes, that is mentally scarring. I understand that. Like, I've had friends that have been raped, and I've heard their stories, and I feel awful for them. I had a friend who just found out that her uncle raped her when she was a baby. because her mom and her dad thought that it would be safe to leave her with him. And she just found out. She's 20 years old. She's the same age as me, and she just found out. You have no idea how devastating that was for her. $30 and you have not been contacted once by these people or by anyone associated with them. And now, because one person says something which you can't even prove if it's true or false, you're just going to randomly pop up and say, yeah, that person raped me too. 30 years ago or 20 years ago. It can't be proven anymore. And everyone wants to sit there and say, well, it's the age of the woman. Like, we're evolving and whatever. No, what you're doing is you're ruining people's lives. I understand that some big high-end celebrity hurt you at a party, but most of these parties, they were drunk. They weren't thinking clearly. And you want to penalize them for having a good time and being drunk? Like, I want you to think about this, because you're not thinking. A lot of these people are only doing this for 5 minutes of fame because they're coming up. One guy gets one accusation saying that this person raped me some years ago by another celebrity most of the time. All of a sudden you have 40 and 50 different girls from some random town coming up and saying, yeah, he raped me too. But there's no proof. Because sperm only waits around for a week and then it dies off. That's what I was told in health class. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I was told. But still, 30 years, 20 years, 10 years, whatever, years go by, I don't think there's any of that person's sperm still left in your system. So they can't do a rape kit. And with all these people going around being hoes anymore, having sex with this person and that person and all this other crap, of course they're not going to look like a virgin. So you can't tell. You cannot tell. So all you are doing is destroying these people's lives by sitting there and saying, yeah, he raped me some years ago. Where's my money? Because that's the other thing. They're not getting paid for this. As far as I know, none of them are getting compensation, like, payments. The most they're getting is 5 seconds of fame, and they're ruining some guy's life. He might have a family now. He might have completely curved his entire world around so that he's not drinking anymore. He's got a family. He's got kids. He's a well-deserved citizen. And you just completely destroyed him. He's now got 20 or 30 different rape charges on him. His wife left with his kids. He can't see his kids anymore. He lost his job. You're just throwing more people on the street. Can we please leave the drama and get away from this whole Me Too movement and focus on the stuff that is actually happening right now? What about our military? Our soldiers coming back with PTSD and are actually ruining their relationships because they can't get away from the vile things that they have seen in war and over in other countries. I have a grandpa. Can't remember exactly what war he was in right now. But if you ask him about it, he will look you dead in the eye, say no, and walk away. He won't talk about it. He says he will not talk about the things that he saw. And he was an alcoholic. He used the alcohol to drown out those memories, and then he had 3 strokes in a month. Because of all the alcohol he drank, it made his arteries get thin, and they just snapped. As soon as he got a blood clot, just gone. He's still alive, but he can't remember things like he used to. He can barely walk. Love him to death. But that's the kind of thing that people don't want to focus on. the veterans that are out on the street, the homeless people that are out on the street. Some of them deserve it because they've spent all their money on drugs and alcohol, but why can't we make homes that are more financially capable for these people, or just free homes for these people? I'm saying like rehab centers that are free for these people. I don't understand actually. Why is medication so expensive anymore? Why can't we help people? Everyone's so me. No one is about helping someone. If I had the money, I would donate every day to any charity that I could find. Children's, to adults, to veterans, to anything. Wounded soldiers, I would be donating as much money as I can. I don't have that money. But if I had it, I'd be donating. Because I want to help. If I had the money, I'd be building homes for people. There are all of these homes in my hometown where I live that are closed or for rent or condemned. I'd be fixing them up and telling people that these are homeless shelters and go. Now, these people that have lived on the street for like 10, 15 years, they're used to it. But if they had somewhere where they could go to get medication if they need it and then go back out on the street, it's something. If they can't find food that day and they can go to a homeless shelter or even to anywhere that is close by them instead of having to bike clear across town or walk clear across town, if there's shelters all over, then they can go and get food for that day and then go back out if they want. If it's too cold, like winter this year, there was one day where it dropped to like negative 35 degrees. And everyone was telling, like on the news, people were saying, you need to be in a shelter, you need to be somewhere, like you need to find somewhere warm to stay, or else you're going to freeze. I can't tell you how many people were lost because they'd have to walk clear across town, and they couldn't because their arthritis was too bad. Or something. They got high and strung over or hung over, but and that's the other thing. You see all these I've been seeing this advertisement on YouTube forever and a day, but it's the whole, and my mom works at a rehab center, so that's the only other reason why I know about this kind of stuff, but it's those ones where it's like, I didn't know that pain medication could be so addictive, and I didn't know what kind of lengths I'd go to get. That's a real thing. Like, my mom, like I said, she works at a rehab center. So she comes home and she tells me about some of these people that she talked to. Doesn't give me names, just tells me about what they're going through. And you have no idea how many people that have had like a football accident or cheerleading accident or just some kind of accident where they were on pain medication and they got addicted to it, because pain medication's addictive. It really is. My aunt was addicted. My aunt's still addicted to pain medication because she was a police officer for a juvenile detention center, and this kid ran up and punched her in the face and completely broke her jaw. She had to go get surgery and everything else for it. And she's still addicted to pain medication. She says that she's not, but she is. She's still taking it. It's a thing. And then the medication to get off of that is crazy expensive. Like, crazy expensive. Like, I don't understand, but if I had the money, I'd be I don't want to give crap to people, but there's all these celebrities on TV, and they just sit there and they boast about how they have all this money and their movie just did this and they just went and bought like 4 or 5 different homes, like mansions. Why do you need that? Don't donate that money. Like, sell that, let somebody else have it, and go and donate some of that cash. Like, I would love to see anyone, like any celebrity, make a movie and everything that they earn from that movie goes to charity. I would love to see that. I would do it. Like, I straight would. If I was an actress and I made some movie that got, like, I don't know, $6.2 million, all of that money would be going to charity. Don't know which charity yet, but all that money would be going to charity. Alzheimer's, cancer, children, something. It would all be going to charity. And that money can help a lot of people. But nobody understands that. It just seems like everyone's too fixed on themselves and what they're going through in life to realize that other people need your help. But I think I have ranted long enough. I don't know. If you guys want to like this video, go ahead and like it. If you guys are mad at me and want to go on me in the comments, do it. I am here. I will respond. But yeah, whatever. Just rock on, live your lives, and have fun. And try to help somebody once in a while. Really change your life. And theirs.